All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Damage Control. This is Mookie, joined with Delgarn and Darth Beaver, and we're going to break down another week of Marvel Strike Force, talk about what we were doing within the past week and what's on the horizon this week with the blog post feature. And I'm contemplating, I don't know if I'm going to squeeze in Cosmic Crucible defense or Dark Dimension discussions on this one video. If not, I'll separate it into 2 or 3 videos, so just stay tuned for that. And with that all being said, let me introduce the gentleman, starting with Darth. How you doing, Darth? Are you muting yourself again, Darth?
God, are you serious?
Oh, there you are.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Good morning.
Morning. And Dale, how are you doing, Dale?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. All right, man. So let's go into last week. I don't know if you have anything that y'all want to talk about within your highlights, lowlights. I'll start with you, Dale. Do you have anything you want to digest within the past week? Do you have any excitements or frustrations?
I remember there was something. Incursion went pretty well in 2-1. Beat some high-level accounts, which is always a plus. I think that's about it.
How about for you, Darth?
It's kind of a mundane week. I miss Tower. I wish we did a Tower event every week. I wish there was something else going on. So nothing too exciting. I did poorly in Crucible 1 and 2. Dropped the league, so that always makes you sad.
Yeah.
But no, everything seems to be good. I'm looking forward to Battle World when it eventually comes out.
Do you think they're gonna have? Nah, they pretty want to have like, what is it called, the mini DD7 with all this? You know, that was one of the resources of getting some gears and stuff. What would they call
Pocket Dimensions.
Pocket Dimensions.
You haven't seen those in a while, so
Yeah.
I don't know.
Made me think about that. I wonder if that's gonna be coming around, but yeah, we'll see what other little side games are gonna go on, side modes jumping on. But it was a dead week in regards to that. But that's because it was all making room for the celebration of 6 years of Marvel Strike Force. So I don't know if that was a highlight or low light. I guess they had both within the company side, right? Did you dive deep into it, Dale, as far as understanding the whole web milestone reward issue?
For Mobile Gamer, really, in Run 7, what they were saying about it. I saw Dorky put out a video yesterday or the day before that he was upset with the compensation, but it seemed like most other people were happy with it, so I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't know about it too much, but, you know, one of the highlights was having your little personal video like this going on. And for me,
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
yeah, I started.
She's late, boy. 9/18.
Yeah, I was about to say, I saw yours. You were like in June. Well, I guess you were on launch day, so it was in June. You were
I
on
was on
launch.
three, whatever it is. I'll have the right days at the end of this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How about
global launch?
when did you start, Dell? Did you pay attention to that date?
It was, I thought it said March, but I thought it was later than that. When I remember actually playing was when Magneto first came out.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know exactly when that dropped. Yeah, I was a late. Well, I know there's people way later than me, but amongst like our little group here, I guess I'm the baby of it. But yeah, there it is, the date right there, November 23rd, the unlocked date of Scroll. So I kind of made a note of it here as we're going to talk about that. And but yeah, I mean that was the, you know, the big thing that they kind of gave to us is that little AI feature within the little personal story of our game journey and things of that nature. But for me on Cosmic Crucible side, yeah, I've been fortunate there, have a good little streak going. So got the victory 3-0 again. Faced up against some unfamiliar names, I guess. Maybe some people know or know there's alliance mates amongst this little grouping here. But I'm pretty excited about it, pretty stoked. I feel like I got my bearings straight a little bit as far as like planning it. And I think that's the biggest thing, is understanding like what you're going to do on defense and what you're preparing yourself for offensively and having that good balance approach to it. So finally figured it out. But with that, I mean, there's not much more within last week. Now I understand where Darth's coming from as far as the dead week. There's nothing else really going on other than the milestones, right? We're trying to gather certain things as usual. but there's nothing too big that I want to recap on here unless y'all guys want to look at anything. I think this one right here, I was trying to shoot for these extra 15 popular character star brand, trying to get them to the 4-star level, just as part of the whole collection process, right?
Yeah, you seem to be at the cutoff place for him,
Yeah,
like where the free to play ends.
that's where I'm jumping to.
Because you got, what, a day and a half left if you've already spent your ISO energy for the day. And then you have ISO energy tomorrow because you got no more other ways to get any more points.
Yeah, and I've been pretty aggressive on that. That's the main reason why I jumped up again onto got the rank up on 99 yesterday. Because I started using the 100 course on that campaign. But I was doing it because of the I noticed I had a shortage. I've been pretty aggressive with upgrading the ISO 5s. So when they had a little bonus thing with these little, I don't know what you want to call them, but little specific things, I started I started diving deep into that, refreshing it. So I don't know, smart play or not, but to me, in my sake, it was because it all tied into a milestone. Plus, I needed to gear. Plus, I'm leveling up my levels, so I just kind of went aggressive with it there. But let's take a look. I guess we're gonna jump into it, kind of speed through things here. Let me bring up the blog post because I think the excitement obviously is DD7, right? And everybody wants to start planning on that, and that's just the big game mode personally for everybody. So it's not on just blog, of course it was on last week, but let's talk about Friday's blog post and just go over some of the highlights here, and then we'll kind of wrap it up with DD7 conversation. So this week, what we have going on is going to be some updates and a little short Cliff Notes version here. It's the War Season Reward update. Firestar is taking the place as a feature character for the Diamond. And I guess depending where you rank, you get 1, 2, or 3. March 11th, the Demonic Origins, Crimson Origins? I don't know how you want to call that. But so they got that taking place with the web milestone going through with it. Machine of War, Battle on the Alliance War. Get more points using your out of time, so you're still kind of stuck with them on offense. The Battle Pass, you got Nightcrawler being the featured character coming out. Yellow Jacket Blitz, and then week 2 of the Legacy of the Strike anniversary. So that's kind of where they have the little mini thing that's going on with the Deadpool. And I guess week 2 will be unlocked, so you can go ahead and go through those little campaigns off of it. March 13th, Incursion 2. So this is kind of the big deal. That's what I made a little note on, especially. I don't think there's a different raid map. I didn't dive deep into that. Do any of y'all know if there's going to be a different raid map? It just seems like they're just increasing the difficulty.
I'm pretty sure it's the same map, just different difficulty.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought too. All right, and then on the 15th, there's a quick rumble, so that's going to be Friday. Iron Patriot release is coming out, the initial release. A Pack of Envy? Not sure what that means.
That's going to be Black Cat's costume. So you know how we got the Greed costume is goblins, and there was a Wrath costume that was Nova's. So the Envy costume is going to be Black Cat, and that's going to be probably for buying the next 3 characters that they bring out.
That's interesting.
Iron Patriot Leader, and whoever else, because that's what they were called, I think. Okay. I'm pretty sure that's what's up, but I could totally be wrong.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's what it is, but that's interesting because there's only 2 members on that team.
Right, so that's why I say probably those 2, and then whatever the next one is, because I couldn't see them unless they're both $50. I don't know. Maybe if they were both 100 shard unlocks, they would do that. I don't know.
They normally do 2. I don't know. Maybe it'll just be 2.
Yeah. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Do you like that costume where he keeps the bombs in his tummy, Mookie?
I haven't done it yet, man. So
oh my god, I love that costume. I think it's cute.
Yeah, it's funny on that. So obviously I went out of my budget, but you know what? And now I say it on here. It's funny because just to kind of let the cat out the bag. So I had a fun week or a few weeks with the family. Took them to WWE Raw on Monday. So and then I tried to battle on dude, man. Talking about WWE Raw for a moment. I'm in San Antonio, and I didn't buy like the more expensive seats. I mean, we're not big WWE fans in general, but I just kind of felt as a kid back in the day, I went to one of those. I used to watch it. Hadn't done it for my boy yet. I just figured it's like a passive, it's just kind of showing him something like a, but he knows about it. So, anyways, and then he got all excited. He's like, hey, he tells his sister, which is like about a year older than him, you want to come to Raw with Dad and I? And she's like, sure, I don't care. So, anyways, there I am. And I know that they're not hardcore. Like, we're not big WWE fans like that, hardcore about it. So I'm like, I'm not going to spend 100, 200 bucks for all this freaking seats, like for like this one time thing that they're not even hardcore about. So I get them cheap seats. Dude, man, there's like more grown ass men there than there is kids. And then they're all freaking smoking weed and shit and freaking cursing it up. I'm like, oh my God, what did I bring my kids into? It was so awkward and uncomfortable. Like, just like anything you could talk about vulgar around your kid, I'm just like, earmuffs, kids. Oh my God. So it was so awkward for me. And, but anyways, my whole point of all that is that I kind of, had some extra money as far as throwing stuff around, as far as going through different events. And then in return, as everything went through, I was like, you know what? I'm treating myself. So then I started treating myself with the out of time characters. But yeah, so the costume, let me see. I haven't even set it up yet. So this is what you're talking. Oh wait, well, this is the team. You have to go to Superior 6. Yeah, that's the team. And then Superior 6 is where you get the little outfit. So might as well do it, right? Where's it at? Why am I'm so slow this morning. Where's it at? So it's this one. Yeah, look at him. Guess I should equip it.
Yep. I like that he keeps his bombs in his tummy. That's my favorite part.
Oh, there it is. Yeah. But anyways, all right. But yeah, going into the blog, the Cabal. I mean, now that we were done with Out of Time team, we got the Cabal Super Showcase going on, and yeah, this is a big team, man, and it just makes me pause because it's like kind of where Dell was getting at. It's like, I kind of jumped. Maybe I did jump in early, kind of stretching out, and I should have slow played it and kind of go within my personal spending on this particular team here, especially with only 2 characters coming out. So we'll see. Everything's case by case with me as far as gut feelings and stuff. But this is the team, man. I mean, I'm excited for it, and it's even to now we're at a point where we're trying to decide, like, okay, is this DD7 ready-ish as well, and how far we're going to be taking them and things of that nature. So it's going to be pretty exciting once they start dropping out. Now, Mephisto, I'm not going to talk about his kit. I mean, this is all big and lengthy, but just out of curiosity, I'm sure you guys, Dale, did you catch like Mobile's video, like any particular content creator you're watching as they're going through the kit for Mephisto?
We watched gameplay, baby. Sorry, I'm not Dell. But
You watched gameplay? You weren't watching any of that?
Dell did too. I'm sure he did. Speak, Dell.
I don't know. He's there. Maybe he's making some more breakfast, man.
Well, that makes me feel bad to tell him to speak like a dog. I just feel like I talk over him sometimes.
Nah, forget about him. No, but like anyways, yeah, the whole kit about Mephisto is crazy. It's just one of those things that's gonna make you more excited to try to rush to unlock. Oh, he's frozen. Orthu's checking on him, so I guess his computer's frozen. But within the leaders, I mean, who are you excited about, Darth, between the Cabal? Is anyone?
Oh, there's only 3.
Yeah.
There's only 3. You're gonna be excited about all 3. Like my name, I bumped him to 95 and 18 since the release, since the news. Like he was the only character of the reworks that I took up. All the mutants that they did the reworks to, because he was the one that I knew I was gonna use. Because it's a Cosmic Crucible team. It's a 3-piece. Like I'm pretty thrilled about the team. So I don't think that of the 2 new characters coming out, I'm more excited about one or the other, because they both do some really cool things as far as what I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just excited. It's only 2 more characters, and that then you pair them with whatever villains you choose to go and do some awesome Crucible shit. So yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah, it's crazy. And I saw, of course, I just laughed to myself, but I did notice little banners there in the bottom about your upgrades of Namor. And I'm like, yep, there he goes again, lapping me up. And I still got him at 71. But my
We'll talk about the
defense.
difference in who laps who when we talk about DD7.
But yeah, so this guy's gonna be. I'm gonna start working on him slowly, surely, but slowly once I get some more
Don't
gold
you?
going. But that, I mean, that's about it as far as the blog. I mean, we'll just jump into it then. I mean, I'm just kind of skimming through real fast, making sure nothing important that we missed up on, or I mean, it's just really cabal. I mean, that's really what it's all about. They're gonna have their story mode going on, and that's gonna kind of transition into the next sequence of like events to do during the week. Collect your little daily rewards. But there's an incursion payout, and I guess I'll kind of pause a little bit and talk about our alliance a little bit. I mean, this kind of makes me worrisome a little bit. I know that I think overall within the gist of our alliances, everything's cool as far as like we have a big core group that will stick through everything. But I know that there's other people on the fringe where there may feel like alliance mates jumping ship, going into different alliances just because of the rewards, and things of that nature, and the patience or impatience as far as trying to get it to the DD7. I mean, for you as the alliance leader, Darth, I mean, does that ever kind of come across your mind a little bit as far as feeling worried, or what's your thoughts about, getting activity going on the incursion raids? If you're there, are you on mute again, Darth?
I do
There you
think about it a lot because of the kind of alliance we're in. So we're not in a hardcore alliance where I go in and scream at guys and push. As a matter of fact, the discussion that has happened around raids in our alliance is, do we think that we need to build up any skill characters so that we can get to 100% where we're at? My immediate answer was no. Because I couldn't see asking 23 other guys and even doing it myself to pump more gear and gold into your invaders team, which pretty much sucks and has sucked out the gate. It was never a fun team to play in raid for me. Like, I never even enjoyed playing with that team, and they're not equipped to handle what we're trying to push them against now, unless you way overinvest in them, which I'm not asking our guys to do. So I'm happy with us right now if we could just clear all of the other sections, and then, like we talked about this week, then we can funnel into one lane and get it done. But being in that kind of alliance where I'm not going to push guys to do that, the guys we've kind of weeded out, and that we have an alliance that's been together long enough that everybody kind of knows what to expect. And technically, the pushers of the alliance that are the unhappiest, I think, are the three of us.
go. Yeah.
To be honest,
Duh, it is.
so if I can lightly encourage these guys as much as I can, and you guys encourage them as much as you can too, because you guys aren't demeaning or anything like that either. You guys understand exactly where we're at and what we're doing, and that we're a bunch of dads and guys with jobs that have a lot of other stuff going on, and we play this for fun. And I can't beg guys to treat it like a job and make them do things that even I don't want to do, as far as that's concerned. But yeah, looking at it now, we see some holes and stuff in our raid lanes and stuff like that. It's the weekend now. It's always hard on a Sunday because, again, the kind of alliance we're in. I want these guys to play Mario Kart with their kids. I want them to take their kids to Sunday night wrestling and whatever else, and not worry about getting kicked from their alliance in the game that they've been playing for 5 years because they decided to spend a weekend with their family. So yes, I am worried about some guys leaving, and it has happened before. The hardcore guys where we don't push enough, they're going to be like, look, I got to go. And I totally understand when it comes down to things like that.
Yeah, we lost. It makes me think of Big Mac. Remember
Yep,
that guy?
Big Mac is the big one. Because
Yeah.
like Big Mac we were tight with Big Mac even. He was just like, I just can't do it anymore. My baby account is getting better raid rewards.
Yeah. But Juicy says he's been doing the math. As long as you can get to the 1 to 3, the rank rewards won't matter. All right.
Perfect.
Well,
Yeah, I can't.
Oh, there you go. What's up,
Yeah,
Bill?
Okay, I can't get our guys to put in skill because I have people in my lanes who don't want to invest into Mystic or Mutant, and at this point, Mystic does feel like a little bit of a trap because they're really not good for anything but raids.
Dude, I hate when I try to auto Mystic and I freaking don't clear.
Mhm.
Like, they come out dead and I got to revive them.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's the only section I don't auto.
Are you serious?
I
Okay.
manually play those 3 nodes, and then I auto every other node in the thing up to skill.
Okay. I've been leaning towards doing that because I sometimes I'm like, oh, I'll take the gamble, and I'm like, fuck. And then especially when you start like the revives, the health packs are gone, and it starts the core pops up. I'm like, fuck. So I'm like, yeah, I should be playing it safe like that too. Then.
What's on the note of our alliance and positives for the week? I'm not sure if you guys noticed, but we're in top 500 of war alliances this season.
We cheated yesterday. Like
Oh,
it's not
yes.
we got a shell alliance with one guy. Like so that feels to me it padded our stats. But yes, I have the guys. We have expressed more interest in that, and yes, people have responded. We have been doing.
But we were in 1,000 before that last one. So
Yeah.
even we had a real fight, we still had a good shot of being in the top 1,000.
Well,
Now this week I got to pull my clearly defensive set war team off of defense and try to use them somewhere on offense. Wish they wouldn't do that with the out of time team.
I'm just reading Juicy. Yeah, that's exactly what we're thinking about as far as going through all the nodes and piling it on the skill nodes. So, funneling it down to one lane and skill. We'll see. I mean, this is something I'm going to be more mindful about. I'm going to be looking at stuff and just kind of keeping everybody engaged and active and things of that nature. But we know, obviously, we're at Alliance understands real life first and stuff like that. So we're not going to overdo it. But it's just kind of one of those, find the balance there, keeping things going, keeping fresh people engaged. And I think more importantly, I think for us, even though we are probably the more frustrated ones amongst the team, but it's also kind of showing this, I won't say like caring, but I think they understand, like we kind of do the nagging for everybody else. And I think that's where it comes down to it. So someone has to be out there nagging others. I don't think there's anything else within it. I mean, that's just something to start planning on. We'll see what the difficulty levels are going to be, but we'll definitely start jumping into all of that. And oh yeah, this is just other features, some items. Dawn of Time transfers. Yeah, that's just for the next milestone stuff. All right, well, I don't have anything else within the blog post there as far as preparations, but again, just getting things ready for DD7. So with that being said, I'm gonna stop the recording. I'm gonna do a separate video in regard to DD7 next right now. So we'll start talking about our personal planning. So YouTube, stay tuned for that. And Twitch will be right there with this. So let me just stop the recording. Y'all enjoys y'all's week, and catch y'all next week for another episode of our damage control. Bye bye.